Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, Resurrection, and today we're going to be doing a tier list. I do want to apologize if there's any units missing. This is not every unit in the game right here. If there's any units I missed, leave them down in the comments below, and I'll tell you if they're good or not. First off, Aizen. Aizen is a decent DPS, but it's kind of fallen off recently. He's more of a support because he stuns for 7.5 seconds. Really good. To be completely honest with you, I've never even seen this guy in my life. Akiji, he's like a frozen, or he like freezes, but he's not great because he messes up time stop. So that's why freeze isn't that great. Beerus, easily a meta support. He does fear, which makes him take more damage, and he can also insta-kill when they're under 13% HP. Broly is extremely outdated. Bulma, farm, so best support, but honestly, like, just use Speedwagon. You don't even need him. Sid, now I would say Sid's a solid A. He has a strong nuke, full AoE, alright, but there's better now. Gamma, his nuke is kind of bad. It's percentage based. It's like 15% of the boss's HP. It's not great. His damage is low. Yeah, I've never seen this character in my life, I'll be completely honest. Kaido has fallen off just a little bit in terms of DPS, but he does have a nice passive. He lowers the cooldowns of special abilities, so like, for example, Julius time stop, by 15%, which is really nice. Gohan is only A tier because he's extremely cheap hybrid, so he's not bad, but he's like pretty bad damage, but he's like super cheap hybrid, so not bad. Extremely outdated. I never really liked Grimmjow, to be honest. He's like kind of just mid, pretty bad. Super outdated. Dio has one of the best time stops in the game. It's 20 seconds, and also the first unit in his range he can give a DOT to, which is 7.5%. Insanely good. Itachi, outdated. Doesn't have a passive. Licht is not bad. He has like really strong summons, but his DPS isn't that great, and he's full AoE. Rimuru, super outdated. She has an ability, or he has an ability that I'm familiar with, but I don't ever see her or him. So yeah. Luck is a alright support. I wouldn't say like meta support, but he's like okay. So I'm just gonna put him in B tier. Kind of outdated. Just mid mythic. Pretty bad. Noelle's meta support. She debuffs and slows the entire map. Nanami, best support in the game, pretty much. He makes them take 35% more damage, which is a lot. Odin, bad. Asta's pretty outdated. Pain is outdated. Piccolo is also kind of mid. He's just not like low damage. I've never seen this unit in my life. I don't know who this is, but like it looks like a Gojo knockoff. Christmas Saber super cheap, but she's just really bad damage. Esdef, I would put Esdef A, but like, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna put it behind probably Licht. No, she's pretty bad, honestly. Like, she's mid. Speedwagon, best support in the game. Goku is unfortunately outdated. Toshiro's mid. Julius is pretty much the best support, I want to say. Like, you need him. Also, I'm going to probably organize this in what you want. Like, Nanami is insane. Honestly, these are just all, like, must-haves, though. Like, I would say Kaido's, like mid, but he's, like, still usable. Tobirama, he has a bad nuke. Very outdated. Pretty mid. Yami, meta support, buffs Sung Jinwoo by 20%, 25%. He buffs all dark units, basically, which the best units of the game right now are dark. Yuno isn't really that great, but he's also not bad just because Julius doesn't stack with slow, or like he doesn't stack with Julius slow, and Julius is the best slow in the game. This chick is like really mid, I think. I forgot her name though. Ray, I honestly don't know anything about this character. So I'm just going to put him in D tier, but because I'm assuming he's not great. Ukiora. Ukiora is a pretty strong unit. Better than Sid, though. It's honestly, like, they both have nukes. Like, I don't really know, honestly, what one's better. I'm pretty sure Ukiora is just, like, a better DPS. And his nuke is probably weaker, but I want to say Ichigo's probably a little bit better than... No, I'd say Sid is better than Ichigo. Ichigo doesn't really have that great of passives, unfortunately. Rias... Reese is our first S. She has really good DPS and also has a crazy buff. Igris is also a S tier character. He is full AoE, a lot of range, really good damage, and also has Scar and stops regen. He's insane. Get Igris if you can. Ant General's like kind of all right. He has a DOT. It doesn't say like it's not a passive, so he just has a DOT. I don't know the damage on it, and he does double damage to bosses, so he's not like bad. Sung Jin-woo, easily the best character in the game. He does insane damage, extremely low SPA, just retarded OP. Stark, I haven't seen too much of Stark, but for what it looks like, his passive is insanely strong. He gets 50% crit damage. He bleeds infinitely. And I forgot the other thing he does. But oh yeah, he does 2x damage every 10 attacks. He's insanely good. Ichigo Bankai, just kind of mid. Like, I want to say he's worse than Ant King. I want to say Ant King's probably better than Stark. I haven't done too much testing with Stark. But he does have infinite bleed, which is pretty OP. Sung Jin-woo is another S. He's super cheap, and he's just really good damage, and he's somewhat easy to get. So I would say S tier, and then you just want to evo into the secret. It's just way better. Tusk is kind of mid, like this could be top of A or B. He's not really too great. Same with Metal. He's not like too crazy, but you need him for Sung Jin-woo. So I don't know how much burn damage he does exactly, but he's kind of mid. This chick, honestly, is kind of strong. She does high crit damage and crit chance. And she does a lot with Miracle, so not bad. She's a bad buffer. We're just going to go ahead and put her in C. I forgot exactly what buff she does, but I heard it's not great. Now, this one is he's like a pretty solid support. He debuffs and also stuns. And his DPS is not bad either. So we're going to go ahead and put him in, meta support. Turbo Granny seems like she's pretty bad. Pretty bad mythic. These are all just kind of mid mythics. Like, they're just kind of irrelevant. Bro, one of the ads on the Stam website started playing and it jump scared me. Alright, anyways. Like, she's like okay. Like, Nell is just like an alright DPS. Her passives are bad. There's better slows in the game. I'm just gonna put him in probably like just... It doesn't really matter. He's not great. Fully slow. Yodorichi, she stuns, not a like terrible unit, but like also kind of just like irrelevant. Kinda. Like, since she stuns, like I'll put her in A, but she's not like great. No, top of B, probably. Aizen, Aizen is really good. He's like a really good DPS and also like a really good support. What he does is basically anything that is in his range takes more damage, and the closer they are to him, they take even more. So they could take up to 20% damage, and it's constantly being applied. He's really good. I want to say he's like probably one of the best supports, and he also does really good damage off placement. He's like a pretty strong unit in general. Like I said earlier, this is not every single unit in the game, but I tried to get all the relevant characters. I mean, don't get me wrong, everything in D tier is just irrelevant. I kind of just took this tier list and added a bunch of characters to it. So if I missed anything, leave it down in the comments below, and I'll try to respond if it's like what tier it is or if it's good. Please like and subscribe for more, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.